Slide.
Nope. Nope. One second. Nope. How's the volume? There we go.
Oh, Brian Yates is watching. Who's that guy?
Some fucking loser.
I thought it was a badass. I thought everybody knew the guy.
No?
They knew me.
They know him, they just don't like him.
Yeah, they just hate him.
Jeez, man. Always loves you. We gotta wait on Brandon to share it.
We got a couple minutes. People get on.
We already got 3.
Yeah, you two. And Cat Robert.
Okay, I wasn't doing it. I didn't say he's doing it. Somebody else. Oh, Megan's on. That might be our third person.
Don't forget that sponsor this time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Zach, how we looking on the video? We all framed up?
Oh, yeah, we look good.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
Oh, we got 6 people.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know who the other one's on.
You
That
think
hasn't joined yet.
they setting up the big screen?
Yeah.
Zach's walking.
What? Oh, Brandon gave a thumbs up.
Nice.
That's a good comment right there.
Nice.
Nice. Should do with that, everyone.
I'm doing it now.
Oh, now we're down to 6.
Oh, that's where we were.
No, we were at 9.
Nope, no 5.
We're at 5.
Son of a gun.
Oh, dang it.
They're waiting on us to.
They're impatient.
Yeah.
Very impatient people. Alright, you want to take sponsor, bro?
The only sponsor I got would be Megan. I don't know anybody. RCP. Candace Daly.
Yep, there you go.
There you go.
Barstow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Steve Brindle.
Oh, Steve Brindle, yeah.
Godly, this guy. How many times do I say it a week?
Well, because I don't know if we lose sponsors or not. I don't know.
Jesus.
We're just gonna shout ATC out until he tells us to stop, I guess.
Yeah,
He might not ever tell us to stop.
That's alright.
that's okay.
He come on the show. So,
We gotta get a couple of people scheduled for the show.
yeah. I told you Joyner wants to come on, right?
Yeah.
Just schedule him in sometime.
Maybe we can schedule the other 2 Carls to come back on the show one day.
Who?
The other 2 Carls.
Who?
Steve and Thomas.
Who?
Those 2.
1.5 and missing 1.0.
It must be in their blood.
It's gotta be.
What up, cuz?
Man,
Beat it. Alright, you want to start with a recap or what?
they ain't even introduced the show, man.
Oh, go ahead.
Man,
I'm sorry, bro.
So Let's Go
He's
Carl
ready to go.
podcast.
He's ready to talk about some
He
shit.
must have something to talk about. Listen,
I guess.
I didn't even start the shit.
Zach did.
No, some guy on a 4-wheeler started it.
Episode 19 of Volusia Labor Day Classic Weekend Recap. We had us a fun one. Camped out.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's starting shit down there, though. I don't know who.
Jeez.
Night number 1 was nice and easy because they rained out practice.
And it even rained.
Yeah. It never rained the whole time we were
We
there.
sat outside the whole time.
Yeah. But they showed it rained down, apparently.
It needed the rain.
It needed a flood.
That track needed at least a good 45-minute shower.
Well, they thought it was going to rain all weekend.
That track needed a hurricane to come through.
Something.
They should have watered the pits.
Yeah, the pits were
Jesus.
dusty too. I think they should change it. Instead of the world's fastest half mile, the world's dustiest half mile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's almost worse than a sandpit.
And that's not even a sandpit no more. It's clay now.
Yeah. So, we'll start.
Well,
Oh, Josh, darn.
Yeah, Josh is good at starting shit.
like I said, man, Friday was fairly simple. Show up. Of course, I took my motorhome over. Your dad drove his motorhome over, and
I pulled the trailer.
yeah, I left early because I hadn't driven that thing very far before.
So he has a built motor.
Jeez. Not only have I not driven it far, I've never driven it with that little trailer on the back. So left a little early. Took my time getting over there.
You just got a camera, right? You can see it?
Yeah, I got the camera. So yeah, Zach was watching it the whole way home.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
So left early, got over there, got our spots, our lock boxes unlocked so we could power up and got parked. And of course I get parked and I'm all, slides are out, bunks down, AC's going, everything's good. Your dad rolls in and goes, hey, why don't you move over a spot? I'm like, well, I guess that makes sense. And he could pull in. We had our awnings together. So I'm like, all right, well, hopefully this thing starts. So, because everything had a dead battery when I went to leave. My golf cart battery was dead and it's gas. So that's fantastic. So get it moved back over and set up, and this guy come rolling in with the truck and trailer. Somehow he was late as can be, man. I don't get it, dog. You gotta get
I took off. We had to go to race car, and I took off.
We left race car at the same time.
I'm gonna say, didn't we all take off?
But they were supposed to be going to Chick-fil-A, but I think they must have went inside and ate.
I didn't get a sandwich.
I didn't get one either, but they must have went inside and ate.
I like that Chick-fil-A sauce and some waffle.
We went to Chick-fil-A.
Not even no mac and cheese, nothing.
Oh, we ate it. We got that. We ate it.
Hey, see what he thinks about his crew people? They could have stopped on their own if they wanted something.
There was multiple exits y'all passed.
Not once I left race car, there wasn't no exit.
It's because you want the bum fucking guy before you mount.
That's what your dad was driving.
Alright. Damn.
Other than that, it was a pretty simple night. Head out to Buc-ee's, get a little bit of food, some ice for the cooler, and some gasoline for everything. And we camped out and did some World Outlaws racing.
Definitely saw the talent of Zach over here.
I showed y'all how to drive that sucker.
Zach wrecked everything. But he didn't just wreck it. He sent it for a ride.
Hot dog stand.
Wheelies, jumping over cars. They weren't moving.
He sent a late model into orbit.
I was always told, drive through.
He used another midget as a ramp and jumped out of the chili bowl. He hit it out of the park at the chili bowl, which is inside a building. That's hard.
That's talent.
That's talent.
Landed on all fours.
He landed in the parking lot of a building.
So everything he gets in, he fucks up.
Dude. Well, we needed him Saturday night.
We did need
If
him.
anybody's got like a old Rayburn they want to sell race ready for $2,000, hit him up.
Yeah, hit Zach up.
It can, whatever motor, we don't care. It ain't gotta be legal. It's just something to take care of some business. But yeah. So Friday was easy. Nice, quiet. Played some games. Went to bed. Got up, had some breakfast, and
That's crack of dawn already.
sat around waiting for the gates to open.
Yeah, we couldn't even get in.
We tried watching some flow.
It was good good crowd though. I mean, not like crowd, but like 22 race cars, and there was 20 something in 604s.
Yeah, there was
20 something modifieds.
Yeah, there was good car counts in pretty much everything. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I heard they were wanting to force y'all to run your 55 on the first night.
Yes.
Well, when he said, so the deal is we had to go down there and get our tires,
Well, I'm not
painted.
even talking about that.
Well, from my understanding, they said bring a spare.
Yeah, they
A
said
fifth tire.
They said we will stamp a fifth tire if you bring it down.
Which should be a 1350, a crate 21, or a 55.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah. And Jack gets over there, and they said, nope, you can't use that. It's a brand new 21.
Well,
He's like,
he wasn't
is
the first one either.
He's like, is this a 55? And I was like, You said any tire. I don't understand why you wanted a 55.
Why didn't you just say yes?
Because they looked at the tire anyway.
If he asked you, he didn't know.
Well, the guy was looking at it before they went and painted it. And he's like, well, we need a 55 because we're expecting it to be a rough racetrack by the end of the night.
So, in which that gave me the idea that, it's going to be a shithole, a dry racetrack.
That would have been nice.
And someone must have had tires, some old 55s they needed to get rid of, and that's the reason why.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I mean, Volusia is a facility that should be a world-class facility with a world-class surface, night in and night out, with people that know what they're doing, not people that'll tell you air pressure changes the total weight of the car.
That's the next night.
That's the next night.
Calm down,
guys.
Saturday night.
We're still on Saturday, bud.
Where somebody was starting shit in the backfield.
Well,
put it this way, we're what, 6 fastest Saturday?
Yeah,
6 fastest after the end of qualifying.
I shit can heat race. Right?
Yeah.
That's pretty much shit can heat race.
Yeah, because he pulled off on the backstretch. You weren't supposed to do that.
No, that was
They fucked up in the driver's meeting.
Yeah, I've never heard of anybody taking the top 5 after a heat race. That's excessive. Top 3, that's what you hear normally.
Right.
And that's what they did.
Right.
But for some reason, someone said they did the top 5.
Yeah.
Also, if Brandon needed to go to the scales, they would have come on the radio, said 53 to the scales.
Right.
They didn't do that.
Right.
We need to get your data receiver.
No. But, so we started what? 11th, 13th, somewhere back there?
Yeah, somewhere in the back.
I think you started 10.
We started 10th. I think we got what, 7th? 6th or 7th?
Yeah, you were getting up there.
Something like that.
I was trying to make the high side work for a little bit. Missed corn a couple times.
And then.
Yeah, this guy. We got 20 laps. The first 10, I'm just going to ride. Lap 1, he's on the cushion. It wasn't there, but he was on it. There wasn't one, but he was trying it.
I was trying to make me one. At least my last 5 would be a good cushion when I get done.
All I know is you can't talk about Jake missing corners no more.
Oh, no, buddy. No.
Jake Lane, where you at?
There is no comparison at all.
Which I thought they were supposed to come this weekend and party with us.
He's too cool for us.
Yeah.
But, we had an incident 2 weeks ago. Someone drove through us. I drove through their nose, or whatever they want to say.
Well, if you want to look at their story, you drove through them even though they hit your back quarter panel. I don't know how you do that.
I mean, look,
you drove through them.
Let's just get it out there now. Dirt cars don't have mirrors, and your head's pretty much locked to where you can turn a little bit to the right to see where you're going. You don't look left. If you can't hear that guy or see him out of the corner of your eye, which he has to be at your door, and with a late model, he's got to be like fender at your door because you can't see that nose because it's way down on the ground, that you don't know that they're there. And when somebody's on the outside of you and you're trying to go to the bottom, the person behind you should check up.
On the first lap.
You're already in the turn.
Yeah,
in the first lap, though.
On lap half. And, that incident happened. We rubbed it off, whatever. Called him a cob on Facebook and whatever. But,
he's a cob again.
It'd be like that.
He's a cob of the week.
Fixed the car. We got back out there. Same person runs Brandon over again.
But I'm on the fucking cushion.
We're in the middle of the turn, and he turns the opposite way and hits you.
Yeah, Brandon is on the wall of Volusia. This kid enters on the other wall of Volusia and slides all the way up the racetrack into Brandon. And we got videos of all of this, so if somebody wants to say that's not what happened, that's exactly what happened.
We got GoPros, Facebook.
But yeah, I was upset. I ran down and asked the man in charge what kind of call that is where you get run over and you get sent to the rear. He didn't give me an answer.
Yeah.
Our crew chief let the flagman know he was displeased.
He was very upset.
I let the driver know that.
There was 2 crazy guys hanging off the fence letting the kid know they were displeased.
I mean, if I had something in my hands, I probably would have been thrown at him on the race.
I had my throwing wrench in my pocket.
Yeah, but I needed the wrench, though.
It is an important wrench. It's the only one that I was ever handed. So
Yeah.
So throwing wrench.
And we were just riding 7th. It wasn't like we were fighting for the lead.
Right.
If you were fighting for the lead, okay, it is.
We're fighting for a $5 difference in a finish right here. But
on
he was trying to go to get a T-bone steak Saturday night after.
Yeah, on night 1 of a 2-day show.
What you gotta get out of this is if you can't control your race car, you need to stick to starting in the back. You cannot cob up the whole field on the first lap.
Oh yeah, because first lap he come in turn 3 and logged up the brakes hard.
You can't do that.
Yeah, he messed the whole field up and went from because he started outside pole or something.
Yeah. I mean, he about took out half the track on the first lap.
Yeah. It ended up probably about 9th or 10th after lap 1, which takes talent.
That's good.
They don't take talent.
No, it takes talent to go from 2nd to 10th in 1 lap.
No, it's all right.
One corner.
You're hurting a lot of people's feelings if you say that. Mine included.
I was gonna say, what did you do?
You don't want to know what I did.
But look, man, the up-and-coming drivers just need some guidance. And right now, that particular team doesn't have guidance. They tell the kid that everything he does is right. He's never done anything wrong. The kid don't know how expensive this stuff is. He don't know how hard it is to put this stuff together. And I think he understood how serious this is after the feature was over.
We'll kind of find out someone already went past the pits.
Well, so I seen him drive by, and I thought that he, just rode by and didn't do nothing. So I'm like, all right, well, that's that. Well, then, your dad pulls over there to have a word with him. And I'm like,
in situations like this, you cannot approach a kid.
No, you have to.
Because the dad's going to go in beast mode and think you're just going to yell at his kid.
And if he sees you going after his kid, he's going to go into protective mode and come right. He's not going to be asking questions.
Right.
So your dad did the right thing, went to him and was like, hey, we need to talk about this. And they started exchanging words. Your wife asked me to pull over there to make sure your dad was okay, which I did. And I hear him raising volume a little bit. So I walk over to make sure.
Cool, calm, and collected Josh over here.
Well, because, your dad's got the one arm. I don't want him getting hurt. And I seen Ronnie was there, and I don't know if Ronnie's going to swing or not. So I'm just like, well, let's go check everything out. First thing I hear is, well, Brandon put our kid in the fence 2 weeks ago. Now, I questioned his judgment and asked him how he figured that's how that happened. He did not appreciate me talking and told me to calm down. 602 Carl got me away from everybody. So I thank him for stopping me from doing something stupid.
He's supposed to call us.
He did ask to call in.
I don't know where his call's at yet.
He probably ain't even watching.
He ain't.
So, yeah. And then, of course, right as we just about get the situation calmed down, our driver pulls up and asks how many times that kid wants to run into him. To which the dad, with 17 people in between him and Brandon, started acting tough.
Oh, he's watching. Lehman just said he's watching.
That's good. Our fans here.
Yeah, our fans are here. I just asked a simple question. How many times you gonna run into it? That's it. Then he went all protective. Then I don't even know what happened. I was so pissed off.
Well, they kept yelling at you to get out of the car, apparently.
Yeah, which
I got out of the window, but then y'all
they look scared, apparently.
Then Cass pushed me back in the car, tell me this to go. It's just
which was probably the smart thing to do.
Because here's the thing: if something would have happened, we would have been kicked out for the whole weekend.
Right.
They would have been fucked up.
Which we almost did anyway.
A waste of money.
Yeah.
All the pit passes, food, RV, everything to get there. But the best thing for me was just get back in the car, go to the pits, and we'll worry about it later.
Yeah. it got a little rowdy. Hands were placed where they shouldn't have been.
Get back in there, cuz.
Men, don't put your hand on women.
But we eventually got it where everybody was back going where they needed to go.
Then I shut back in.
Well, yeah, Zach come back in. I guess he wanted to check in on what he started. It takes a real man to drive by, yell at somebody, and keep on driving, I guess.
I didn't really think that they really heard me. And then I heard them yelling at me, and I just looked at them and said, I don't have time for your bullshit. And I fucking drove off on my four-wheeler.
Little reliable Zach.
Well, I thought my driver went up the hill off the back, so I was going to go back in the car.
I didn't see where you were at all. I thought you was already off the surface, and then you come pulling up, and I'm like, oh, he's right there.
I thought he pulled off, so I just drove by, said what I had to say. Went up top, I was like, oh shit, he ain't here. So let me go back.
So we get through that, everybody gets back to the trailer, we're all mad as hell. The biggest thing we've been fighting is overheating, so we finally got the overheating problem figured out, and we kind of got the car a little bit figured out, but every time we raced, we couldn't figure the car out because we would run 7 laps and the car would overheat. Yeah. We could never finish the damn race. Or you get taken out, or something like that.
Or both.
Or both, Yeah. And come to find out, the next day, I guess, people were texting people and shit got out of hand.
Conversations were had before we left. I tell you, the one guy that was funny was a safety guy that was listening to some complaints and said, look, I'm just a safety guy. If someone's on fire or hurt, I got you. I can't help this situation right now. I'm sorry.
And it was me. I was done. I dropped it. It is what it is. We'll hang out on the racetrack.
Yeah, I mean, after we got the car loaded up and back to the RV and showered and got some food, we was just kind of focused on tomorrow. And then tomorrow came, and
then they weren't going to let me race. Because apparently in the rule book, your team cannot go to another pits.
Which found out the kid wasn't parked in the pit stall. He was parked in random grass
area. And I wasn't in his stall. I was 3 stalls down.
Right. So, I don't know. They took up a bunch of space down there, so I don't know what was considered their pit stall. Because they got a 90-foot trailer for one late model.
Yeah.
But, so, that brings us to our Cobb of the week. It's not the kid this time, it's the dad, whoever you are. Because you either are blind or stupid.
I think he's both.
I mean, dude, let me tell you, when he said that Rick was your fault, that was what drew the line with me.
You missed what he said in the meeting.
Yeah, I purposely didn't go to the meeting.
I think it was.
We didn't even introduce the meeting yet.
Though. Yeah, we didn't even say nothing about that.
But that, I think, would be stupid. It's a little bit worse.
Yeah, so that's our Cobb of the week, whatever your name is. Something Fansicle. Which apparently he was not a bad driver back in the day, what I've heard.
Here's my thing, too, is if you drove like an asshole, your dad tell you?
He'd smack shit out of me.
Alright, same thing with me. Okay? When there's at least more than half the field saying something about this car, you think they should do something?
Yeah, they probably should.
You would think, but they don't. They don't even know what they're doing half the time themselves.
And
nobody knows.
And here's another fact is, okay, they didn't see me get hit, but how did you not see the guy literally under the flag stand get taken out on the start?
Yeah,
How did you not see Austin Lehman get taken out?
Remember, the flag guy is only watching the leader.
Here's the problem, though. How many people were in the tower?
He don't even know.
They told Kat that there's 2 people watching the race for that purpose.
And listen, I'm not bad. We're not saying nothing bad about the track. At no means.
But
you just got nothing good to say.
You got enough safety crew. You got enough people that are sitting around on side-by-sides and trucks like that waiting to go. You can't have this guy watching turn 1, that guy's watching turn 2. Hey, you watch the backstretch in case I miss something. I can radio you real quick.
Again, like I said,
They ain't got that.
Volusia is not owned by a single person who's barely funding this. This is the World of Outlaws owns this racetrack. There should be people watching every inch of that racetrack.
I believe it.
There should be people that know that if scales say 3 pounds with nothing on it, that's not correct.
No. You have to add up each pound to each corner, and you gain weight.
Yeah,
because I saw Lehman walking around, and the scale set some different numbers on his weight every time he went.
Yeah, and when he asked, they said that their scales were certified, and apparently when certifications were asked to be seen, they were unavailable.
They're behind on the monitor, just the thing that just says it's been certified. Remember, that's what he said the next day.
I don't know. I heard him saying he's tired of people complaining about his scales, which look, everybody there is running on the same scales. So technically it's fair. Everybody's going to be weighed the same. And you should not be 3 pounds that close. If you're showing up and you're hoping that you run right across the scales, right at your weight number, this is not the World Outlaws. Yeah. This is local racing. It's because then that same person is going to complain, oh, your scales are wrong. I'm light. Well, yes, according to the racetrack, you are light. Go put a 5-pound piece of lead in your pocket for the next race.
Can't do that.
It's been done.
I know it's been done.
I mean, I can't say much about it.
I mean, it just...
Well, I mean, before Brandon rolled over the scales, the thing already said 4 pounds.
That's what I'm getting at, is...
The one guy said that he woke up this morning, weighed himself, goes down there and jumps on their scales, and he's 10 pounds lighter on their scales than he is at a scale at home. That was brand new, apparently.
And he was also... Somebody else's car weighed 3 pounds difference roughly 12 hours later.
Yeah,
but no matter what, you go by the track scales, no matter what.
Right, and that's what...
And that's the point is, you should have rolled across the scales before you race, before you practice anything, make sure your shit's right.
Right, because like he said, the scales are open. All you gotta do is drive down to the infield, roll across, and if you're light, go back and add weight. And if you don't have weight,
add air.
You got tools.
Air. You just gotta add air.
Air.
Yes.
Different tires got different poundages. That's different weight right there.
Yeah.
According to them.
Your dad says or air pressure.
Yeah, when you're told that your air pressure affects your total weight.
I didn't know that.
By the person who's in charge of the racetrack.
Josh is not very happy today.
Dude, because...
Josh, take it easy, bud.
It's just that, like I said, this track should be... Everybody in Florida should want to go race at this racetrack. This should be the premier racetrack in Florida.
It's a nice track.
Not the sprint car guys, though.
Without a doubt, it's the most well-funded.
Oh,
you can't say it's not. Because if it wasn't well-funded, the World Outlaws wouldn't be a thing.
Right.
The extreme midgets and sprint cars.
Now, again, we're not bashing the employees at all.
No.
We're not bashing no one.
Not publicly.
Golly, John.
No, it just like
we're not going to be allowed back to go there.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just frustrating. You know, you spend 2 weeks getting your car ready from the last race to come back, and you're treated a certain way. And
so, anyways, okay, you're done. You're all calm down, big guy. Calm down. So, anyways, next morning we get up, get the car ready, tires done, and get a phone call saying, hey, we need to have a meeting or you basically can't race. So I told the boys, I was like, well, either we're racing or not because of what happened last night. And we talked over it. Apparently in the rule book, you know, my guys went to the pit, their pit stall, whatever it says in the rule book. But simply, you know, went down there just to talk and you know, escalated. But in this, we had, you know, we came and have, you know,
the Jesus meeting.
Basically. And
got nowhere
because you're on defense. You know, kid does nothing wrong or driver does nothing wrong.
Which, like someone said, the meeting should have been you, the kid, and a moderator.
Yeah.
And that's it.
But I was already over it, and then again, he's like, oh, you took us out. I'm like, how do you drive through someone's left rear and take them out?
Oh, you want to start an argument? That's what his words were when you said that. You're just trying to start arguments down here.
And I basically told him, listen, I'm not here for bullshit. I'm just here to race and enjoy my family, enjoy the time with the people I have. And it just went stupid and it was pointless, to be honest. But then we went over fifth fastest Sunday. Then I budgeted up again in a heat race. Pretty good for that. Pretty well known for that.
Well, I mean, when you got a real dry racetrack.
Yeah.
That's the problem, man. The track changed so damn much, and it's either you change something or you don't, and you pay for it.
And then they go in there and they till up turn one only.
Why are we tilling just a groove, literally 5 feet?
For the 604s that are just going to throw it everywhere and burn it up.
Why not just till the whole damn racetrack?
That'd been too much work. That's too much diesel.
Why till it when you finally had a second groove going?
Well, and like Sunday night we had time. I mean, we were done by 10:30. We had time to run the water truck around, run the tiller around, and make us a nice surface.
Well, we could have done 604s. Let's put some water down after 604. There's some straight stocks. Dust coming. Let's do the top or something. Something.
Like I've always said, the best surface I've seen, USAC's surface everywhere they go. They water the ever-living Jesus out of the racetrack, and then do a roll-in, and then their hot laps and qualify. By the time feature rolls around, the track's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 grooves. It's hammered down. It's good racing. There's not dust in everybody's eyes.
Right.
It's just the best surface I've ever seen. USAC does it every single week.
It is bad when you got people at home saying they can't even see a race car on the racetrack.
Yeah, for a surface they pay way too much for.
God, Josh is just taking the nail on the hammer.
Well, I mean, their vision is a little bit too expensive.
I don't even want it. I don't even have it. But anyways, we fudged up that and, make couple changes. And I was happy at the end of the night, we had a race car left. We found speed, but you can't start that far back and try to work your way up on that type of racetrack. It's not possible at all.
You'd have to drive like that one kid.
Who?
Just drive right through him.
Oh, then,
He didn't drive like that Sunday.
The car turned right in the middle. It stayed on the bomb. So, come to find out, it was a good weekend. No matter what, we figured some shit out that will work different places, and we finally got the overheating. I mean, car only got 180, 190, and that's pretty damn bad compared to 230, 250 in a damn heat race.
We figured out some issues and got the car figured out a little bit better. I mean, it was a productive weekend. That's what's good about these multi-day shows is you have time to do all that. Gives you more time to feel the car out and try some stuff.
I mean, I'm just glad we had a car to come home with because a lot of them damn classes, the modifieds, they tore some shit up. 604 tore some shit up. I'm glad to see Chappelle's all right. I saw him walking around the other night after he ended up on the fence. I don't know how he did that. I don't know how you end up on the inside wall, flipped over.
I don't know. We were too busy helping you.
What?
Keys.
What about him?
Can I get keys?
For what? I don't have keys.
Josh keys?
They're in the laundry room.
My keys?
Does Josh gotta go move the truck? Josh, just go move your truck real quick.
There's nowhere to put them. Park it far away.
Oh, she's gonna put you down in the.
Oh, your crusty toes are showing. But, it's what news? So, I can't thank y'all two, busting your ass all weekend, and RCP America helping us out for the week, and Candace Keeley, she definitely really helped us out. She helped us with the show. She helped us with cars.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie out there.
Ronnie was doing his wrenching. He was ready to hit beer time after practice. Both days.
Yeah, he was.
He was ready to drink some damn beer.
I think when he first woke up. I mean, I know I was. But I had a race car work on later, so I wasn't doing that.
everybody on this race car and my family, my wife, and all them, and can't make them enough to help me out. What else over the weekend? It's just a productive weekend.
Yeah.
The waking up during nap time, that really got me.
Yeah. Your dad might have had us parked a little too far apart.
What?
We kind of took up more parking.
Apparently, we took up 3 spots.
Yeah.
And we were woken up from our nap.
There were 3 campers.
To tell us.
There's a total of 3 campers.
Right. Well, there was 4 if you count the one. The one that actually was on the far side was supposed to go next to us.
So, some comments in here, never bashing the track, but there certainly needs to be reviewing the rules, staff members, and how things need to be done, correctly. Now, I did see, one of the officials start running his mouth towards another driver, which he shouldn't have done. Very unprofessional. You shouldn't say stop being a crybaby,
because that's gonna piss anybody off,
and you're going to lose cars.
Yeah.
Why deal with that? We can go race somewhere else.
Right.
Well, all he did was he walked on the scales to see how much he weighed. That's what he said. Oh, these scales are 10 pounds off, and he goes, okay, well, did you have them zero it? That was a track guy.
Because you know how many times we passed the racetrack's right here by our house to go race somewhere else?
Well, y'all do. That track looked real good after this weekend.
But it to me it don't affect me to go to Georgia to go race. It doesn't.
It costs us more.
It just costs. I mean, it's still the same amount of money.
But it's an experience at the end of it.
I mean, it just
go run a different track every once in a while. But I mean, our home track, I don't think they're running 604s.
No, they mixed them in with the 604s.
I mean, this incident right here, your dad just said this is how the Let's Go Crawl podcast really started. Because of some bullshit call.
Yeah, that call was not that bad compared to some other things. But,
Lehman's call it. I mean, but there's
that,
nobody watching. That's the deal I don't
how
understand.
you not? Here's my thing. Every racetrack I've been to.
Well, see, the problem was somebody was on their phone when they should have been watching the racetrack.
And from my experience helping around, you have your flagman watching 1 through 5. Okay, whatever. There's at least 3 people in the tower, so you have someone watch the middle of the pack, someone watch the back of the pack, and someone else watch the leaders. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But someone should be watching.
Especially on a big weekend where there's a bunch of cars.
Not someone getting taken out, spun out, and go to the rear, and the guy gets away with it. It's happened multiple times. It's not just once. It's every damn week.
Right. There's always something.
And it's not that we are, they do get defensive when you bring something up. I get it. Oh, we can apply for the job too. No, just get more people so we can have some good racing.
You have enough people there, though. That's what I don't get. You have enough official workers and safety workers, and that whole tower box up there's got to be full, unless it's suites up there. I mean, it's got to be some, like you say, somebody's got to be watching every obstacle of the course.
Right.
And for somebody to get spun out, and because they come to a stop, you tell them to go to the rear automatically. I mean, that's just.
Or, yeah. Anytime.
But if somebody that's track favorite was to spin out and do the same thing, get your spot back.
And it's just, if I gave it a letter grade, it'd be a C minus.
So I put it at a D.
A D
minus.
D minus.
That's a little generous.
Josh going straight F.
He's an E's and Z's, buddy.
Look, like I said, I mean, if this was any other racetrack, it's like, okay, yeah, which nobody's perfect. Even
nobody.
Nobody's perfect. No track's ever going to be perfect week in and week out. But like a lot of people say, well, this is what we can afford to have. This track's got more money than anything.
They did say that.
Right. They should be able to go out and get the best of the best officials to officiate the race, especially if you're going to be live streaming the race. And that surface, that's
horrible. That is not.
They already guaranteed it,
dude.
Bring the 55 because we guarantee both nights is going to be
during
a
the
shooting.
Sunshine Nationals, the Gorilla Outlaws called the last day because it was horrible. It was just a horrible circus.
Dude, I'm pretty sure we saw people leave because of the service on.
I mean,
Well, that 22 next to us, I think.
the 22 said, screw it. He ain't coming back. A lot of cars didn't show up because it's just right at the bottom. And that track is known for a whole racing surface everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. That
I heard
track
a
is
couple
known
people
as a
say that.
world-class facility. And it should be. And it absolutely can be. I mean, the facility's nice. The track's nice when it's taken care of, but maybe the water truck broke down or something.
The water truck one, bro.
But how do you go straight dust and practice?
Well, and like, so we had Saturday night. You know, maybe then you say, all right, we seen the service. Obviously, that was not what we want the next night. We got 24 hours almost. Huh?
They keep telling us to move on.
Were they tired of hearing about it?
Yeah, it's your dad.
It was the weekend. I mean, that was all we did.
I mean, we couldn't. I mean, we tried to watch some of the other racing, but it just kept freezing.
Well, we tried watching Flow, which, you know, again.
You can watch Netflix.
Yeah, you can watch Netflix and Hulu and whatever else.
and it's perfectly
DirecTV.
fine. But you try to live stream it.
Yeah.
To sub the whole thing, we'll move on to something else.
Cobb of the week is that guy.
Car of the week is definitely that guy. And you gotta control your damn race car. Listen, I get you missed the corner, but you can't stay in the damn gas and drive through someone. You just can't do it.
I mean, Brandon missed the corner. He never hit nobody.
I'd rather tear the fence down and hit someone.
Oh, you almost did.
He almost did.
You almost did, buddy.
I jumped a cushion that was even there.
That's hard.
So, all our weekend good.
On a brighter note, Garrett Stork picked up his first late model win.
He won it 4 times.
He had to win it a few times.
Green, white, yellow. Green, white together, yellow. Only thing falls to white is a checker.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, but it depends on the situation, yeah.
That place is known for that shit. Is the white throne. Listen, if you're not in harm's way, you run to the checkered.
I think it should do like an NASCAR does. You're a leader and you take the white.
Just throw the yellow and check it.
You take the.
I mean, personally, I think the race should end in green, but I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, I don't know what else we can talk about. We need to talk about something.
Well, the street stock race is good. I watched a couple after that.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. Them street stock guys know what the fuck they're doing.
None of them crate motors were kicking them built motors' asses.
He says
That was a
rain
crate
man.
surface. You know that.
Yeah, all day.
That was a crate surface.
I mean, and what's your name? Tim Gay. And you got some, some good stuff, on the tires.
Timmy would have got him.
Oh, Timmy would have won.
Absolutely, that dude. But he's got, like I've been trying to explain to both of y'all, he's got throttle control.
And Josh Jones does not have throttle control.
I had to teach him about it on Grand Theft Auto.
This is the only guy I know holding it wide open at freaking.
Hey, I would too.
Going nowhere. And here's Timmy. Went off the flag stand, rolling around. Then here's this guy, like he's that damn Eldora.
He's trying to see what it's got.
He's trying to find a cushion at Henry County.
He's got his motor back in, so he should be up and running here in a couple of weeks.
When do you post a race?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
On the 16th?
Yeah.
Oh, I might be racing.
Josh needs pit crew, man. He's been helping us. We got to at least help.
We're going to have to rock, paper, scissors over that.
No, that's not how it works, buddy. Listen, you got Hebron, you got Kelly,
Okay, look.
you got Albritton, you got Myers.
When are we going to bring up somebody that shows up?
That's your problem. You picked your friends. Okay?
Did that say about Kyle Larson winning the NASCAR race?
No one cares.
Brandon hates Kyle Larson.
I do not.
So you should already know.
Here's the problem. He loves Kyle Larson. He hates that everybody loves Kyle Larson.
Right, I think that's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
If everybody hated him, I'd like him.
So if Larson wins anything, Brandon don't want to talk about it.
What about Davenport? Isn't it?
See, he wants to talk about somebody else that won a race.
Dirt's more important than asphalt.
I mean,
On this show,
your dad,
dirt is way more.
Your dad said it, so I was just reading the comment.
Dirt is way more important on this show.
Well, Larson's a dirt racer.
Yeah, he races dirt too.
He races everything.
He don't pay.
What about Ryan
everybody
Pierce?
liked him.
Huh?
Ryan Priest.
Ryan Priest? He's a tough son of a gun.
Dude, and he got tired of them finally asking about his eyes, and he just took his damn glasses off and, like,
Let him have it.
let him have it. For him to only have,
Full on Davey Allison mode over there.
for him to only have, blood vessels, bruised eyes, out of that whole deal, that's all he had.
Yeah.
He's lucky, dude. He's a lucky guy.
And to be honest, I think last year's car, would have been a different story.
Yeah.
Because they changed a lot over the off season to fix the safety issue. So, that was, we seen that wreck in person. It was nasty in person. And you watched the replay and realized just how bad it really was.
I want to know why the damn roof just came off automatically.
Yeah, well, they say that there's not much up there that latches them down. So anything could have just gone up and hit the latch and it would have opened it up. And then it's not really, I guess it's not as secure as it could be. Which I kind of get because you don't want it to be super hard to open in case the driver needs to get out in a hurry.
Yeah.
But it's just finding that balance.
Then we got TJ. TJ won at Arbondale.
TJ DeCare did win that Pro Late Model class. I guess they're bringing it down here to Florida. I heard they're starting that up.
And Colton Beaton won the sprints at Showtime.
Colton Bettis.
Yeah. Sport Allen got in a bad wreck. Go right over the left rear. Somebody put it on his side, slammed into the wall with the wing.
Right. You can't say enough good things about Colton Bettis. That kid is a wheelman.
He's a wheelman, yeah.
And he's super nice kid, super humble.
Very young. He's gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah.
Well, he told me he was like only in his teenager years. He wasn't.
Yeah, he's not old enough to run the little 500 yet.
Yeah, but if he could, I'd be watching out for that guy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be him and TJ that are gonna be the badasses from Florida.
Oh yeah.
Once they get everything under their belt and they can run the big races they can run, they're going to be on top of the world.
Oh, yeah.
They said they're looking into that roof latch.
They're looking into it?
Yeah.
Yeah, which NASCAR's good about that. They'll take whatever they saw over the weekend, bring it back to the R&D center, and try to figure out a way to make it better, make it safer. Honestly, the reason the cars were so stiff was because they thought that was the best way to do it.
Mm.
But when you're hitting that hard, you got to have a little bit of give, and they thought the safer barrier would be enough give, and it wasn't. So since then they've taken some stiffness out and given some more give into the car where the driver doesn't take as much of the impact. So they're always working to make it better. But I think we'll have us a good race for the Cup this year.
Yeah.
Got East Bay starting back up next week.
Yeah, East Bay's starting back up after their summer break.
Got Derek Edwards. He's in here. He's gonna be running.
He's gonna be running double digits.
Running that outlaw.
Outlaw boy, boy.
Shit. Have you seen his pictures? He posted. He put a beach umbrella in front of the car, man. I was at the picture.
Yeah, you see how he put the holes in there?
Yeah, he put
perfect, dude.
It's smart.
Fat boy flap.
Probably still in effect.
It's still in effect.
Yeah.
You gonna laugh when he opens up the flap and gets in it that way?
I think someone owes him a flywheel or something.
Let's not.
Yeah,
let's not. Jeez.
Where's
man.
little Carl? We're trying to figure that out ourselves too.
I guess he's working or something.
He said,
I don't know, bro.
He had to go to the warehouse.
He wants to race. That man better show up.
He's got till Saturday if he's trying to race this Saturday. He said he wanted to. But we ain't seen or heard nothing.
So.
He get his motor back yet?
It should be done.
I think it's done.
I think it's done.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got to pick it up or what.
So. No one owes me a flywheel. I know. I'm just pulling your chain. Calm down. Don't get your feelings hurt, Eric. Jesus.
Won't be like the cousin.
That's just like Steven.
And Thomas.
Say something, they won't talk to you for a week.
I don't put y'all's personal business out there.
Yeah, you do. Shut up.
No, I don't.
Shut up.
No, I don't.
What color?
Huh? What do you mean?
What color?
What color for what? What are you talking about, bro?
Did y'all even bring up the sponsor I told you not to forget?
Oh.
Yeah, I said Megan when
You did?
that was the first sponsor I shouted out, and I just shouted her out again.
There you
Right
go.
there. That's 25 cents.
Yep. I need a pay raise. Where's Steven? Don't know where he's at either.
Steven don't talk to us no more.
Both cousins have dipped, and they might come back. We might have to pay them to come back on for one episode.
We would have to do a whole week of advertisement, little Carl coming back on the podcast.
And Big Carl coming back.
So
We'd like to have them on as special guests. If
Yeah,
they're available.
they'd be our special guests.
we can do a guest next week.
And we might as well just go live next weekend at East Bay.
I
Good.
got to get my car back together. Because like I said,
Yeah, but that's at nighttime. Shouldn't be working on that thing at night. Nothing good happens at night.
it's still light out right now.
No. We gotta be trackside reporting
Skeeters
live.
ain't gonna come out for another, few minutes at least.
You just gotta be careful where you sit. Some people get a little bit too rowdy. Talking about me.
You suck! Keep striving.
Yeah, if you're gonna say something, might as well say it to them, not at
I
them.
said it to them.
As you
And
was
then
driving.
they were hooting and hollering at me, and I said, I don't have time for you.
And the great,
I didn't stop in their pit. I was just doing
someone
a
said
drive-by.
602s are for beginners. There's no such thing as beginners for
No,
602.
so 602 Chargers.
Late models are not a beginner class, point blank, period.
Right.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Even when it started, it was never, it really wasn't, to be honest. I mean, they tried to make it then,
It was supposed to be the kids' class.
but that happens like every class. The 4.6s, the damn street stocks, the thunder stocks, the ponies, bang bangers, and
Dude, those sport compacts, they're like $10,000 race cars now. The ones that run that big series.
and everywhere else they have two different classes, And I thought you had to be 14 to race.
I mean, you saw what we were watching last night. You had the 602s, then you had the 602 Chargers.
They had
You
the
had the
Crown
4 point.
Vic begin.
Yeah,
and
you had the.
They called them the
regular-
juniors.
Yeah, the
Junior.
juniors, and then you had the ones that are advanced to driving the 4.6.
Man, I read up on the rules in that Charger class. So you can run the class, but if you win like so many races in that year and they know you're ready, they'll move you up.
Right.
And
But they leave it up to the track
yeah,
to say that you're ready to go run with the bigger guys,
right.
which
not
is smart.
which not talking no one at all.
I mean, because I know I'm gonna be in that junior class.
Forever.
Oh, you got that right.
I think we need to get us a Let's Go Carl Crown Vic.
Might be bad.
Yeah, we'll let you run it every once in a while.
I'll run it at the end of the season.
We can get
Figure
it back.
8 race. I'm running it.
There you go. You run figure eights.
School buses.
We gotta get the 4.6 down.
Dude, at this point, them things are more dangerous than the pro figure eights.
You ain't lying. So, well, we're coming up. You got racing in 2 weeks.
Yeah, like I said, got our fatback racing engine back. Got it. Dad and brother got it in place yesterday. Zach and I got the seatbelt switched out. Seatbelts are only good for 2 years.
It sucks, dude. It's a bullshit rule.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it should be kind of, if you can look at the belts and see they're still good. But
I told you what to do. Just change the top ones.
there's a date on the lap belt.
It looks like that.
Probably that guy.
No. Flashlight McGee? Stop it, bro. Come on, dude. Every time I pull in there with the Outlaw 4.
But I asked Josh out because I was sitting in there because I was getting the bolts, inside the car, and I go, Josh,
Yeah,
your
this guy-
window net. You supposed to get a new one? He
Well,
goes, nah.
The thing about window nuts is technically they're required. I mean, they're required, but even at the Nationals, there was cars with no window nuts at all.
And I go valid until 2020.
So, what's worse, an expired window nut or no window nut?
I mean, you got a point. I just didn't know if they looked at that as they would if they looked at
Do you change your seatbelts in your truck every 2 years? Why not?
Well, they also don't get covered in dirt and water and everything else.
Oh, that sucks.
Yours do. You've been on the Fiesta.
Takes it through the car wash.
Oh, you run a crotch trap? You run one of those?
Hey, I won't.
You
hey,
better.
Derek said to put me in full time.
We tried and you wrecked the bummer.
Yeah, no, I'm just leaving out the rest of it.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Oh, okay.
'Cause I was putting in the good part. Put me in full time.
Because I believe that car is at his house.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be making a debut next weekend. So we're gonna have to be there to watch it.
Put him in, coach.
Yep, that's what I try to tell everybody. Put me in, coach. Nobody wants to do it though.
We have other things going on next weekend. And I'm not going to be able to make it out of these days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got anything?
Nah.
He taught me how to ride a four-wheeler.
Yeah, I did.
The only time I drove a four-wheeler before it was
He
automatic.
goes, why can't I? I was like, Josh, you gonna shift this thing or what? My foot won't go up that high. I said, you really gotta kick that thing into gear, boy.
Dude, I had to stand up and lift my leg up.
Ugh.
Like, to get it in first wasn't that bad, but then to get it in the
It's
second,
after, yeah.
like, you need to lube that thing or something.
Just gotta learn how to drive it.
It's a transmission
You
fluid.
got anything for close?
Yeah, not much else. I mean,
Don't be a cop.
I think we're planning on having guests next week. Anybody? Whoever.
anybody want to come on?
Come on now.
Anybody want to come on the show?
We need to get a hold of Timmy. Where's Timmy at? Is he in here yet?
Yeah, I never saw his name pop up.
Timmy was in here.
Was he?
He was.
Was he?
But he's such a cob, you never know what he does.
He didn't say anything.
Damn Lulu.
He don't respond to Facebook.
The goat was in here.
Who?
Raymond.
Oh, shit, yeah. Raymond. The goat. The goat and everything, bud.
So, is his name? Did they call him the goat because his team name is Bearded Goat, or
Yes.
That's it?
Well,
Yeah,
so
Where did Bearded Goat come from?
So the thing is, every time he got in a fucking go-kart, it went. Like, the night I was there helping my sister, he was not supposed to race at all. We grabbed his gear at the last minute, throw him in there to throw set tires on, started last, and ended up winning the race. That's a goat moment. That's a damn goat. If you can get in anything, didn't scale, didn't take weight off, none of that, you're a damn goat. So,
That's pretty hard to do.
so I got him a little trophy for Daytona. It was a little goat, and it said number one goat or something like that. Well, then they came up with a name, the Bearded Goat Speed Shop and shit like that. They do have a race coming out, though, that we are helping with a little bit in December. Y'all go hit that up. You can actually buy them tires from Raymond, from the Bearded Goat Speed Shop. That's a good deal right there. He's doing the race, and he got tires on. And they're actually really cheap, to be honest. I mean, a set of Maxxis now is shit. They're 60 for rights and about 59 for lefts. If you can buy a whole set, I believe for like 145 or 160, something like that. That instead of being like two something, Josh likes them Unilees. We know he likes them Unilees.
Get him off them things.
So that's a pretty cool deal. I wish we could be there, but obviously we're
Probably gonna be in the middle of the ocean.
We'll be in the middle of the ocean,
Yeah. But you can call us.
You can call us though. I ain't gonna answer that son of a gun. All depends on my work Wi-Fi works.
Pay for a cruise Wi-Fi.
No, it's not.
Nah.
Is it that bad?
That sucks, bro.
That's pretty bad.
I might as well steal someone else's Wi-Fi. Awesome Prey sucks. He's on here now.
He jumped in here.
Yeah, he jumped on here. He's late to the show.
Of course he is.
He was a good guest. He was pretty cool. Got the fans to understand the go-kart a little bit side of it.
He wishes he could be as cool as you.
Why y'all tooting my horn?
That's what Prey said.
All right.
That's not what I said.
Damn.
That's your horn tutor right there.
To me, he has the coolest Carl name right now. Prep Carl. I like it. I dig it. He has the coolest damn name.
That's pretty good.
Now listen, if you're a go-karter and you need help with, tire shit, hit Awesome Prey up. I mean, He does a good deal. He's got different people on different shit, and I see it working. Besides him, he sucks in everything he races. He's just like me. I suck in everything I race.
Can't be as bad as me.
Can't be as bad as him. Josh got built motor, thinks he has a super fucking late model motor, so.
Yeah.
Man, he said, I don't think big enough for that head.
My helmet fits perfect. Fits just right.
Well,
It's a little snug.
didn't have room in the roof though.
I mean, I gotta pump myself up, guys.
Somebody's got to.
Someone's gotta do it. Cause everybody else says I suck.
So, when you added that attachment to your helmet, did you not sit in the car with the helmet on?
So we did. And what I didn't add to what was going on, I didn't have the suit on. And
That super thick suit.
it is.
I mean, what, 2-layer?
It's 3-layer. I think that one's a 3-layer.
We're a 3-layer?
Or a 2-layer. It's one of the.
No wonder you sweat so much.
I don't know which one you have.
I think it's a 2-layer. But the problem is, it's that damn thick. And when I got in the car, it was that much away from the roof, which is fine. I could move my head, everything. But once I got in there and couldn't move my head, fuck it, take it off. We'll figure it out though. We're gonna figure it out because I'm gonna use that damn AC.
Be driving a Cadillac then.
Oh yeah, Austin Prey had a baby.
Oh, he did, yeah.
snap.
Nick Braxton, I believe.
Little Braxton, congratulations.
He's gonna be got another racer in the family.
Oh, yeah. 3 years old.
He is never gonna get a go kart for the next 20 years. He's gonna be stuck in go kart for 20 years.
Yeah. At least.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, the good old go-kart. Man, I hope something changes with him.
But go ahead and thank the sponsors and we'll close this thing out.
Yeah, we shout out Barstow Motorsports, Tampa Test Kitchen, Multi-Roll, LaRoche Record Service. Like I say, I got my Fatback Racing engine back. Can't wait to get that thing in there.
Crate killer.
That crate killer.
They are cold. And when he gets beat by a crate, I'm gonna rub it in his damn face.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
Okay, good.
See that? Hey, that's how guys' friendships work. We tell you when you suck. You tell me when I suck.
Oh, I know when I suck. Trust me. I freaking know.
We'll tell Zach whenever he does good.
Yep, I do good all the time.
And Raymond called me the Sunday morning or something. He goes, "You need to stop sucking. You're wasting my time watching this damn TV." I said, "Look, you knew I was gonna suck. Why'd you even watch to begin with?"
Could have turned it off.
Well, I said, "I'm sorry. I'm not the damn goat."
Could have just got you to hit the corner.
But what was got? Anything else?
Forgot where I stopped at. Tosca Roofing. I don't think I said them yet. Okay. I said
We already said LaRoche.
LaRoche Record Service.
Okay.
Maybe we'll have Nick on one of these days.
He's too damn cool.
He is.
He
said when we make TV, he might come on.
Well, if you according to Pops, and maybe your dad were on TV.
We might have to pay him to come on.
I haven't even seen him lately. Is he still working?
Yeah, he still works. Yeah.
I heard he's staying home dead. He cleans the house every day.
I mean, he shows up at least to get parts. When he leaves the yard, I don't know. Because he messes with my truck every morning.
So, close thing out. Candace Keeley. She helped us with the Daytona trip. She helped us with the show. She was our very first sponsor. We can't thank her enough.
Yeah,
What is this, number 19?
If somebody sucks, it's got to be Brandon.
Shut up.
That's a comment. I was just helping out.
Shut up. And, for the 19th show, and she is still helping us. That's awesome. It's amazing. She doesn't have to do that.
No,
I see our fan base building. I like that. We're trying to get out there more. We do have freshies for sale. We got to thank Megan for those freshies with the Let's Go Carl stuff. Hit us up. Either hit us on our personal pages, the Carl page, whatever. We'll get some. I believe the price is already out. Prices are on the page.
So.
Or we share it and get it out there.
We'll ask our page manager.
Yeah, that's our page manager.
Hey.
And RTP American, man, and Brainport. Did I miss anybody?
We gotta thank your boy Wheeler, dog.
Oh, we got to thank Brandon Wheeler, man. He came in, got him on the car, got us some tires, helping us out a lot.
He's always there for moral support.
He's always there for moral support. You need a ladder. He got it all the time.
He does.
He keeps ladder on deck. boy.
Screws, ladders, impact. He's got it.
That man's got it on deck. So on here we still got to put a basket together to give away to build on the space. So we are going to do a giveaway, and we'll put that information out there as soon as we get it all tidied up and get information we need. What else? I mean ATC. Steve Brandel.
Might find us at East Bay next week, and might not.
We might show up at East Bay. We might not. We don't know yet.
Hey, where's our banner at?
Where is our banner?
Why didn't we have that up this weekend?
Where is our banner?
In your car.
It's in my car.
Why wasn't it?
Why are
at
you being so
Volusia?
cheap? It's the 19th episode. I told you the first episode to buy a banner.
Why was it not at Volusia?
Did I tell you to buy your own banner?
This was your race. Where was your banner?
Where was your banner? You hung my banner on someone else's trailer. It pissed me off.
He's a Carl.
A missing car.
Missing Carl now.
He's one of the OG Carls.
So that's all I got. I mean, that's all I got. Anybody else?
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
That's all I got. Y'all done?
Zach, you never have anything.
Zach
good.
has nothing.
Dave, I mean, what do you want me to say?
You need to start. I guess you're going to have to start covering the results.
Thanks, GH Motorsports. Thanks to the parents for letting us use their RVs. Have a good
You're
old
welcome
weekend.
for a nice, comfortable place
All
to
the
sleep
Busch Light
this
we
weekend.
drank. I mean, Kool-Aid and
That bunk was comfortable, wasn't it?
that was a good bunk.
All right, you can end it.